Hello everyone, good evening. How's it going? It's Alex here from Speak Parla Impara. Right, it's quite a nice day here in northern Tuscany. Hope to see many of you following me. If you're there, please let me know, write comments, ask me questions. How many people watching? Okay, 4 of you now. That's nice. 4 of you in 40 seconds. Not bad. Not bad at all. So while we wait for more people to join us, I'd like to remind you that enrollments, iscrizioni for Speak Parla Impara are going to close. Stanno per chiudere, okay? There is a link in the first comment. Please click on that link, newstudentspeakparlaimpara.com, and do your iscrizione because it might be too late tomorrow. Hello, Marina. Marina Sandro, nice to have you with us. Where are you from? Where are you following us from? Please type it. 16 people already. Wow, thank you so much for being with us. 16 people, that's great. Cool, all right then. So I'm not gonna start speaking about my topic, present perfect or past simple, until I see more of you connected. And if you are there, if you can hear me, please say something. Paola, hi Paola, so nice to have you with us. So Paola Marina, where are you texting me from? Italy, what part of Italy? Annalisa, hello Annalisa. So you all tell me what part of Italy you're from. And what I'm asking you is, how have you been? Yeah, Sicily, wow. I've never been, but it's in my bucket list. I really want to go to Sicily. So lucky you. Right, how have you been? How are you? It's another way of saying how are you? How have you been, like, so far? From some time in the past, like from the last time I saw you, how have you been? Present perfect, because it includes now. From Sardinia, wow, I've been to Sardinia actually, and I loved it. I've been to the south, to the Cagliari area. Marina from Como, from the beautiful lake. I visited Como more than once because I used to live in Milan. So I used to go to Como like once or twice a year. Wonderful area, wonderful lake. The city of sun, yes, Naples, of course. We have students from near Naples. We've got students from Sardinia, and I think we've got some students from near Como, somewhere there. Right, so what is your interest in the English language? Why do you think English is so important? Well, so many reasons. For work, for fun, for watching films, for understanding songs, you know, you name it. Today I'd like to tell you a little bit about something that leaves students puzzled, confused. It's the use of present perfect and past simple, okay? And people say, but when do you use present perfect and past simple? Now, something that can, because, you know, I can see Italian people connected so far. A little digression on the fact that Italian students, I think, have a drawback. They get confused with passato prossimo. Okay, I think especially in the north of Italy, you use passato prossimo so much that you get confused with present perfect. You mix it up. And today we're not going to talk about Italian and comparing the two languages because that's going to be just confusing. Today we're talking about the use of present perfect and past simple in English, which is completely different from the other tenses in Italian. Passato, present perfect, passato prossimo, they're all different. So we start from something quite easy. Yesterday, last night, 2 seconds ago. Can you tell me if in this case you use the past simple or the present perfect? Type it. Okay, we've got a comment For all, understanding songs, for work, helping my son with school. That's a very good reason. Yes. Past simple or present perfect? Past simple. Very good, Luciana. Welcome, Luciana. Yes, yes. Past simple. Yesterday, last night, 2 seconds ago, a second ago. Oh, where's Jenny? She just left 2 seconds ago. She left 2 seconds ago. All right. And then we have another context, like if I say I grew up in South Africa. Now, I'm not a boy. I wish I was still younger, but I'm an adult, I'm a grown up. So if I say I grew up in South Africa, I'm not saying when I was younger, I'm not using any time expressions, but because I'm an adult now, it's obviously in the past. So when the context suggests a past that is gone, then use the past simple. I grew up in South Africa, okay? Obviously, when I was younger, when I was still growing up. Let's move on to actually the present perfect, which is the thing that confuses most of the students. Well, knowing which time expressions you mostly use with each of these tenses can help. Like ever and never, okay? Like have you ever, if I say, have you ever had sushi? Or have you ever been to Greece? There's no specific time in the past. Have you been in your life? So there's no specific time, present perfect. Have you ever met a celebrity? Okay, have you ever? Or I've never met a celebrity, so there's no specific time because ever and never are not like yesterday or last night. They're undefined. Let me have a look at some more comments. Hi, Alex, Roberto, Antonella. Antonella, nice to see you again. Laura, thank you, Laura. Laura is also one of our wonderful teachers and boss in Speak, Parla, Impara. So if you need information, please direct message her. Yes, thank you, Laura. Roberto as well. Thank you, Roberto. De Michele, we hope to see you in Speak, Parla, Impara very soon. Okay. Marina Geraci, past simple for action closed in the past. Wow, that's a grammar book. Yes. For things that happened in the past and are finished. Okay, they have no connection with the present. Right, ever and never, so for present perfect. There are some more time expressions you normally, it's not like 100% group, but you normally use with the present perfect, like just, which means recently. Would you like a coffee? No, thanks. I've just had one. Or I've already had lunch, so I don't want to eat now. So it's already happened before maybe expected. And we also use yet. Have you eaten yet? No, I haven't eaten yet. Okay. So these time expressions also are not specific because just is recent, already is also a recent action, and yet is something that might have happened or might have not happened. Okay. So have you finished yet? Not yet. I haven't finished yet. So we normally use present perfect with these expressions. Let's have a look at another comment. Hi, Donatella. Welcome back. Long time no see. Have never eaten cheese. Yes, for example, it means never in your life. When? Well, never, of course. But never is not like yesterday. So we never use present perfect. Okay. All right. People, please share this live video. Share this, people. Please share it. Okay, let's move on to expressing duration. Okay, expressing duration. Something that started sometime in the past, we don't know when, and continued up to the present time. 25 people. I want more. 10 likes, nice, but I want twice as much, and I want twice as many people connected. Please share this, and share this. We were saying duration. For example, how long have you had your car? Now, when we use have, meaning possession, and we want to know how long you've had an object, we use the present perfect. How long, not how long do you have, because it's not routine. How long have you had? In an extended period of time, I've had it for 5 years, or since 2016. So for 5 years, a period of time, or since 2016, a point in time, like a date. Other examples of duration: how long have you been a teacher? So not how long are you a teacher, but because I was a teacher in the past and I still am a teacher now, the question is, how long have you been a teacher, including now? So not how long you, if I say how long you were you a teacher, it means I'm no longer a teacher. How long were you a teacher? But how long have you been a teacher? It means how long have you been teaching, including now? I've been a teacher for 10 years, for a period of time, or since 2011, since plus an event or a date. Again, we use the present perfect simple to focus on results or achievements. Now, before we go on with the grammar, I want to have some comments from you talking about achievements. Have you ever met Patrick Dempsey? Well, I know you have. I've been a teacher for many years, or since 1990. Fantastic, Luciana. That's a perfect example of present perfect for duration. Now, let's talk about achievements. Well, Laura, you met Tom Cruise. Well, you know, lucky you. Well, would have liked to meet his wife, actually, but anyway. An action that continues in the present. Yes, normally it's an action, but when you use the present perfect simple, it's normally a situation, okay, more than an action. If it's an action, we use the present perfect continuous. We'll get there in a minute. But for now, let's just focus on achievements. Achievements are results, things you've done in your life. Like, I've learned Japanese. I've become a proficient English speaker. Hey, Christina, nice to have you here. Please share this live video with other people. 29 in attendance, not bad. I want more. And remember to look at our first comment where you can actually enroll in our course Speak, Parla, Impara, l'ultima iscrizioni, perché stiamo chiudendo, e poi riapriremo più avanti ed è un prezzo diverso, più alto. Quindi mandate anche messaggi privati su questa chat a Laura Bertuccelli o chiamateci per avere informazioni. Achievements. So, guys, please tell me about some of your achievements in life. Donatella, I'm sure you can come up with something you've done, okay? As well as Antonella. I'm saying these names because I already know you, but anybody is welcome to share their achievements. So I'm gonna wait. I've learned a bit of Japanese this year. A small achievement, but it's an achievement. What have you done? What have you achieved? I've read 2 books. Fantastic. Now, that's a very good example. I've read 2 books. You see, but the books are finished. Why do you use the present perfect? Why don't we use the past simple? I read 2 books. Well, I've read 2 books and I read 2 books are equally correct. But if I say I've read 2 books, I want to focus on the result. You know, I've read 2 books in English. And I want to focus on the fact that the action might be recent, like this year. So this year, the time is unfinished. I've read 2 books in English. I've done 2 Japanese courses. We focus on the result. But if you focus on the action, you could just say, I read 2 books. Maybe last year, last month, okay? So you can decide if it's present perfect or past simple, depending on what you are stressing. Ok, Laura, è possibile conoscere il costo? Of course, Laura's gonna tell you straight away. Okay, what about the effects of that action still continue to be valid in the present? Very good, Laura, excellent. You're better than the Murphy. Murphy is a grammar book that's very famous. Yes, okay. So for example, the effects. I've cut my finger. And that's what Laura is talking about. I've cut my finger. You know, you can see the cut. So in this occasion, you can see the effects. You cut your finger yesterday, but you still have a cut on your finger. So you say, I've cut my finger, or I've burned my finger. Yeah? Right. So I'm still waiting for you to share some of your achievements. What have you been able to do this year in 2021? I've read your new book. Thank you to a writer. Hello, I've got B2 English level certificate. Very good, you know? Okay, very good. Very good, Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Paola, for your participation and relevant comments. Okay, this could be another achievement. I've learned to develop decision-making skills at work. Okay. So we don't say when. That's one of the reasons why we use present perfect. We don't say last year, last month, unspecified time. And also we focus on the results, the skills you've developed. Now, when you don't focus on the results, but you focus more on the action, we use the present perfect continuous. So, for example, learning English is an action. Have a car is not really an action, it's more of a situation. It's possession. But learning English is an active thing. So I wouldn't ask how long have you learned, or how long did you learn, but how long have you been learning English? Now, before I share it, what's the answer to this question? I've got a new job. I assume it's a recent action, okay? So I can say last year I got a job with IBM, but I've just got a new job, for example. So if you add just, you make it like a recent action. And so the present perfect is just suitable here. So I've got a new job, very good. I've got can also mean I have got, as in possession. So not necessarily a present perfect, but it's fine. What's the answer to this question? How long have you been learning English? What's the full answer? You can say for 2 years or since 2019, but I like to have a full answer in the present perfect continuous tense. How long have you been learning English? How many people? 29, still 29. You're not sharing the page. Are you sharing? I have spoken in English with my brother who lives in Australia after 20 years. Before Speak course, I spoke only Italian. Great result, Antonella. I'm out for a walk. I'll just be listening to you. Thank you, Ana Luisa. I've been learning English for 2 years. Thank you, Luciana. Perfect English. Now, if Luciana has been learning English for 2 years, it means she hasn't stopped learning English. Okay? The action continues to the present. Okay? I've been learning English since I was 7, etc. All right, so that was about it. Present perfect and past simple. And if you've got any questions, like any examples, any doubts, anything that confuses you about these tenses, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any questions, I have been learning English for 2 years. Thank you, Christina. So if you have any questions about the Speak, Parla, Impara course, which is collecting the very last enrollments, let me know or let Laura know in the comments or with a private message. I have studied English for 6 years, is okay. And I assume you've just finished studying English, okay? You have studied and now you're ready to speak, okay? But I have been studying English means you are still studying. That's the difference between I've studied and I have been studying English. Small difference. If I say I studied English, assume that you studied English in school. You're not definitely not studying it anymore. You studied it when you were in school, you know, when you were younger, and so on. Right. Any questions about this? Thank you, Laura. Very good, Alex. Laura, do you have any suggestions? Because Laura's a great teacher too, and she's got a lot of feedback from students. And we've got loads of students asking, I can never, I always mix them up. I never know which is which, present perfect or past simple. Don't worry, you'll learn it in time. But don't worry too much about the grammar. It's better to go through and by examples. Examples will teach you much better than a lot of grammar. Is this the duration form? Yes, it is the duration form. You can have it in the present perfect simple. For example, let me see if I can share this. Okay, I've been a doctor for 3 years. Perfect simple, with verb have or other stative verb, we use the present perfect simple. With action verbs, we use the present perfect continuous. Like, I've been writing letters since 8 o'clock. All right. You wouldn't say I've been. No, you just use the present perfect. I've been a doctor for 3 years. And they are both duration forms, one with the present perfect simple and one with the present perfect continuous. Another comment? Laura, I'm reading. Present perfect is a bit of a legend for Italian students. Learn in blocks. Get used to using it for daily situations. What have I done with my keys is my daily mantra. Yes. So I'm wondering where my keys are, and I can't find them. Have you found your keys yet? Right, remember? Yet, just, already. So there's no time expression here. Have you found your keys yet? What's the answer to this question? I've been singing that song for an hour. Fantastic example, Luciana. It means you are still singing it. And sing is an action. No, have not. I have not found my keys. Yeah, I never know where I put them either. It's the thing I was looking for in the morning. I keep losing it. Right, okay. So I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Speak Parla Impara, because we learn these things. We're not gonna, in the Speak Parla Impara course, we're not gonna teach you, what the grammar books say about present perfect and past simple. You might have studied that already, but we're going to use it. Okay. So, for example, have you ever had sushi? Yes, I have, but I didn't like it. Or yes, I've had it many times. Last time I had it was last year. I have been looking for them all day. It could be an answer. Yes, it could be an answer. I have been looking for them all day. You're still looking for them. You haven't found them yet, right? Find, stative verb, present perfect simple. Look for, action verb, present perfect continuous. So very, very good comments, very relevant comments, I have to say. Veronica, you'd make a great student. Please join us and help us make our lessons better and better. So if you want to participate in Speak Parla Impara, please text Laura, message her, private message her, or go on our website and ask for information there. We are prepared to give you all the information. Actually, I'm going to share the link again, if I can. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, it's gonna be here. Okay, this is the link. I'm not sure you can actually click on this banner, but I think if you scroll up to the very first comment, you can find newstudents.speakparlaimpara.com. So don't worry, just go there and get information. And then if you want, you can enroll online. You can make your subscription online. And we've got people from all around Italy. We've got 2 levels, basic and intermediate plus. We've got loads of lessons at great price. Please join us. All right, so let me have a look if you've got any other comments here. Oh, Laura, thank you for sharing the link again. Right. So what parts of the English language do you find confusing? Is it grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation? Yes, or contact our fabulous consultant, Carmelinda, at the number that Laura's just shared. The number that Laura has just shared, just recent, we don't know when, present perfect. All right? And find out more about Speak, Parla, Impara. You won't regret it. And join our wonderful bunch of students from all around Italy, having fun with us, learning English and speaking English daily. Right. So what's up, people? So let me know more about yourself. Some of you told me they want English for traveling, to teach your kids. That's a very good reason, really. What are other good reasons you have to learn or improve your English? You might only have to perfect it, to make it better, to boost your vocabulary, to increase it. Yeah. I'm waiting for comments, and please share this video. So I'm still waiting. We've got another few minutes to spend with you guys. It's been wonderful, but I'd like to know a little bit more about what is intriguing, what is interesting about the English language, and what you find a little confusing, that something that can put you off learning it. If it puts you off, it means you go, oh, forget about it. I don't understand it. You know, some things in English, like pronunciation, some syntax, can put you off. Some things can be a little confusing, but we are here to help you to make English less confusing, more understandable, and to help you to speak, okay? Mainly to speak. So what would you like to discuss in our next Speak, Parla, Impara lessons? What kind of vocabulary, grammar, expressions are you interested in? Let us know in the comments, please. Just let me have a sip of water. Well, I've been speaking too much. Too talkative. So 27 people connected, no comments anymore. What puts you off are phrasal verbs, right? You know, I've got bad news and good news. Bad news is there are so many that while we are speaking, someone is inventing a phrasal verb. The good news is you don't have to learn all of them, okay? Just a few of them are important for day-to-day life. Modal verbs, okay? So let's explain to people who don't know. Phrasal verbs are verbs that change their meaning when you put a preposition or a particle next to them. Like if you say look is this, but look for is different. Look after is different, okay? Take and take after are completely different. These are phrasal verbs. And there's loads in English, okay? Instead of exit, we normally say go out. Instead of enter, we normally say go in. Phrasal verbs. Modal verbs, oh, terrifying, Francesca. Okay, join Speak, Parla, Impara, and you won't be terrified anymore. Modal verbs are verbs such as, modal verbs is going to mean, my topic on Monday, so I'm not going to talk about modal verbs. Laura will explain them to you. I can only anticipate the fact that it's can, could, might, would, will, etc. So please don't miss Laura's lesson next Monday about modal verbs, okay, which are very common in English. Think of can and must and would, so common. Right, okay, so any other questions for me? You know, it's funny, Veronica, you said, what puts me off are phrasal verbs, and you've just used a great phrasal verb. You just learned it, okay? So, great, you can already use phrasal verbs. So, Francesca, are you one of us yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Come on, join us. And be aware that you can have a tryout lesson. Potete avere anche una lezione di prova, se volete, ok? Ma potete anche chiedere a quelli che si sono connessi finora, because of you, not yet. Right. Because of me, not yet. All right. Right then. Okay, so any other, so Veronica, I want you to explain that a bit better because I'm lost. I'm a bit lost. Right? confused. I'm honestly confused because of me. Oh boy, what did I do? What did I say? But we will look forward, Veronica, Francesca, everyone, Luciano, we look forward. Where is my kappa? Yeah, and I'm not being very British today, I have no kappa. Yeah, well, shame. Next time. Gotta have a kappa, of course. Yeah, that would have been much more British. Yeah, shame. Just boring war. Yeah, got to have a kappa. The phrasal I used, yes, Veronica, I'm listening, or I'm reading your messages. In the meantime, people, share this video, please. And go to the link on top of the comments where you can actually subscribe to one of our Speak Parla Impara packages. Veronica, is there a follow-up to that comment? I guess there is, but I always get the comments a few seconds later, like 20, 30 seconds after you've written them. So that's probably why I'm not seeing the remainder of it. I just learned from you. Very good. You've learned it and you've used it. That's what we do in Speak Parla Impara. We give you vocabulary. We don't give you a list of words to learn. We give you words to use. And by the end of the lesson, you will have become familiar with them. So you can use them in your day-to-day life whenever you're going to, on holiday or speaking on the phone or, want to understand the conversation. Hi, Carmelo. Welcome. Nice to have you with us. And I'm also asking you to look at the comment on top, guardare il commento sopra, che è quello che c'è in questo banner, che è quello che vi può permettere di sfruttare le ultime opportunità di entrare nel team di studenti Speak, Parla e Impara. All right? I was very happy with your participation today. I loved it. Relevant comments, a lot of interest. Please do not hesitate to ask for information, find out about our courses, and please don't miss this opportunity. Monica Niedu. Hi, Monica. Nice to have you with us. Where are you writing from? I'm waiting. So we've got Carmelo and Monica as new ones, but I don't know, Carmelo and Monica, where are you from in Italy? Are you from the north, center, south, from Sicily? Oh, Alghero. Wow, another person from wonderful Sardinia, breathtaking Sardinia. I love it. Right, okay, so we're going to wrap up. This brings us to the end of our live video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please text us or call Carmelinda. Oh, my guitar. This is my guitar, but I haven't prepared anything for today. Maybe next time. This is my guitar. Do you like it? It's called Stevie, after Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, well, if besides Laura somebody else is asking, next time I can play some guitar for you, okay? Maybe next Wednesday or one of the next times. Carmelo from Sicily, another one from Sicily, wonderful region. I wish I was in Sicily and enjoying the warmth of the people and the area. Right, so yes, maybe later on, one of these times, I'll be using my guitar and playing something for you, okay? In English, of course. All right then, so thank you so much for being with us. And don't forget to find out more information. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Rosa. Oh, Carmelo, you play the guitar. Great. Maybe one day we can jam together. So, very nice to meet you guys. Hope to see you very soon at Speak Parla Impara. Do ask for information. Don't be shy. And I'll see you very soon on Speak. Bye.